Welcome to Furever Friends, where we help you understand your dog like never before. Why does your dog spin in circles before sleeping, eat grass like a cow, howl at sirens, and yes, why do they always sniff people's private areas at the worst possible moment? If you've ever looked at your dog and thought, "What on earth are you doing?" You're not alone. But here's the truth. Your dog isn't being weird. They're being perfectly logical. You just don't speak their language yet. Today we're breaking down 14 strange dog behaviors explained, and once you understand them, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Let's start with one you see every single night. 1. Why dogs circle before lying down? You finally settle in, your dog jumps on the couch, and instead of lying down, they spin. Once, twice, 5 times. Why? This behavior is ancient. Before dogs had beds, they slept outside, circling flattened grass, checked for danger, and created a safe, comfortable spot. Even though your home is safe, your dog's brain still runs that old survival program. So every spin is basically your dog saying, "Let me just make sure everything's safe, then I'll sleep." 2. Why dogs eat grass? You catch your dog eating grass and instantly panic. Are they sick? Sometimes yes, but most of the time, totally normal. Dogs naturally seek plant material. It helps digestion and provides nutrients missing from modern diets. Some dogs do use grass to trigger vomiting if their stomach feels off, but many just enjoy the taste. So no, your dog isn't turning into a cow. They're just following instinct. 3. Why dogs bury food and toys? You give your dog a treat, and instead of eating it, they hide it under cushions, in the garden, somewhere you'll never find. Why? This is called caching. In the wild, dogs didn't know when their next meal was coming, so they saved food for later. Your dog still has that instinct. Even if their bowl is always full, their brain says, "Better save this, just in case." 4. Why dogs chase their tail? Cute? Yes. Normal? Sometimes. Puppies do it out of curiosity, but adult dogs? Tail chasing can mean boredom, excess energy, or even anxiety. If it becomes frequent or obsessive, it's worth paying attention, because sometimes what looks funny is actually a sign your dog needs more stimulation. 5. Why dogs howl at sirens? Ambulance goes by. Your dog suddenly becomes a singer. This isn't random. Sirens sound very similar to wolf howls, and your dog's instinct says, "That's another dog calling, I should respond." So they're not annoyed. They're not scared. They're basically saying, "I hear you, I'm over here." 6. Why dogs roll in grass, or worse, dirt. You just gave your dog a bath. They smell amazing. 5 minutes later, they're rolling in the dirtiest thing they can find. Why? Because dogs prefer natural scents over artificial ones. Rolling helps them mask their smell, scratch their back, release energy. To you, it's disgusting. To them, it's perfect. 7. Why dogs sniff each other's backsides? Let's be honest, this is awkward, but for dogs, it's completely normal. That area contains scent glands packed with information. Identity, mood, health, even diet. It's basically their version of, "Hi, nice to meet you. Here's everything about me." 8. Why dogs lick your face? Yes, it's love, but it's more than that. Licking is a bonding behavior, a sign of trust, and sometimes a way to gather information. Dogs can even detect stress through your skin. So when your dog licks you, they're not just being affectionate, they're also reading you. 9. Why dogs tilt their head? That adorable head tilt. It's not just cute, it helps them see your facial expressions better, hear your voice more clearly, and process what you're saying. Plus, they've learned you love it. So yes, they might do it more just to get a reaction. Smart, right? 10. Why dogs move and whimper in their sleep? Ever seen your dog running in their sleep? They're dreaming. Dogs go through sleep cycles just like humans. They replay their day, process experiences, and even rehearse behaviors. So when they twitch or bark softly, They might be chasing something in a dream. Best thing to do? Let them sleep. 11. Why dogs dig before lying down? Scratching the bed, digging the couch. Annoying? Yes. Normal? Also, yes. It's another instinct from the wild. Creating a comfortable spot, marking territory, regulating temperature. Your dog is basically setting up their bed. 12. Why dogs hide during storms? Storm starts. Your dog disappears. Under the bed, behind furniture. Dogs don't just hear thunder, they feel it. They detect pressure changes, static electricity, low-frequency sounds. So what feels like a normal storm to you feels overwhelming to them. 13. Why dogs bring you random objects? Slippers, toys, socks. Your dog brings you things for a reason. It can mean affection, respect, or an invitation to interact. It's their way of saying, I want to connect with you. 14. Why dogs sniff people's private areas? The most awkward one of all. But for dogs, it's completely logical. That area gives off strong scent signals full of information. Hormones, stress levels, health clues. So when your dog does this, they're not being rude. They're just gathering data. So next time your dog does something strange, pause before you laugh it off. Because behind every weird behavior, there's a reason, a story, an instinct, a message. Your dog isn't random. They're communicating. And now, you finally understand. Comment below, what's the weirdest thing your dog does? And don't forget to tell us their name.